Hello, future mariners, and welcome back to Maritime English. Today, we continue our series for Marine cadets who are preparing to go to sea. In Lesson 1, our cadet arrived at the ship. Today, in Lesson 2, he is finally stepping on board. Let's follow our 5-step method. You will listen to the new text without seeing it on the screen. We will study the new keywords. We will practice with a fill-in-the-blanks exercise. We will read and listen to the text together with subtitles. You will answer the comprehension questions. Are you ready? Let's begin with Task 1. Focus on the audio and try to catch the details. When I stepped off the gangway onto the main deck, I was met by the gangway watch. The inscription on his orange boiler suit indicated that he was an ordinary seaman. The watchman was standing near his station, making some entries in the port logbook. He greeted me and told me to proceed into the accommodation to the ship's office. There, the duty officer would collect my documents and show me where my cabin was. Our baggage was still being hoisted in the provision net by the monorail crane, so I decided to wait for it before going inside the superstructure. Excellent. Now let's analyze the new maritime terminology used in this text. Repeat after me. Main deck, the principal solid, uppermost deck of a ship running from bow to stern. Gangway watch, the official security guard duty at the ship's entrance. Watchman, a crew member assigned to keep a lookout or guard a specific area, like the gangway. Inscription, words written, printed, or engraved on a surface, for example, a rank printed on a boiler suit. Boiler suit, a one-piece protective garment worn by seamen for work, also known as coveralls. Ordinary seaman, a deck rating, the entry-level position in the deck department. Port log book, a book where the gangway watch records dates, times, and entries of people arriving or leaving the ship in port. To proceed, a professional maritime command or instruction meaning to move forward or go to a specific place. Accommodation, the living quarters of the ship, including cabins, mess rooms, and offices. Duty officer, the officer responsible for the ship's safety, deck operations, and watchkeeping at a given time. Superstructure, the part of the ship's structure that is built above the main deck, the ship's housing. Let's test how well you remember the vocabulary. Look at the screen. You have 9 sentences with missing words. Pause the video right now, complete the sentences on a piece of paper, and resume when you are ready. Let's check your answers. All crew members must wear a clean boiler suit when working on deck. The captain told the third mate to proceed to the navigation bridge immediately. The gangway watch must check the ID of every visitor. We went inside the accommodation to find the crew mess room. The ordinary seaman is helping the able seaman to paint the deck. When you arrive on board, please write your name in the port logbook. The bridge is located at the top of the ship's superstructure. The watchman noticed a suspicious boat near the ship. If you have any problems during the night, contact the duty officer. Fantastic job. Now, let's listen to our story one more time. But this time, the text is right there on your screen. Read it along with me to build your reading and listening fluency. When I stepped off the gangway onto the main deck, I was met by the gangway watch. The inscription on his orange boiler suit indicated that he was an ordinary seaman. The watchman was standing near his station, making some entries in the port logbook. He greeted me and told me to proceed into the accommodation to the ship's office. There, the duty officer would collect my documents and show me where my cabin was. Our baggage was still being hoisted in the provision net by the monorail crane, so I decided to wait for it before going inside the superstructure. And finally, Task 5. Let's check your text comprehension. I will read 5 questions. Try to answer them before the correct answer appears on the screen. Question 1. Who met the cadet when he stepped onto the main deck? Answer. He was met by the gangway watch. Question 2. What was the rank of the watchman, and how did the cadet know it? Answer. He was an ordinary seaman. The inscription on his boiler suit indicated his rank. Question 3. What was the watchman doing when the cadet arrived? Answer. He was standing near his station and making entries in the port logbook. Question 4. Where did the watchman tell the cadet to go, and who was waiting for him there? Answer. He told him to proceed into the accommodation to the ship's office, where the duty officer was waiting. Question 5. Why did the cadet decide to wait on deck instead of going inside immediately? Answer. Because their baggage was still being hoisted by the monorail crane, and he decided to wait for it. That is the end of Lesson 2. You are doing great. Write your score for the exercises in the comments below. If you found this video useful, smash the like button and subscribe so you don't miss Lesson 3. Thank you for watching, keep learning, and as always, fair winds and following seas.